And so that brings us to the question tonight: is the opposition too scared of early elections to challenge the UPA on its reforms push? Joining us for more perspective on that from the Congress, Dr. Prabha Thakur, Rajya Sabha MP. Here with me in studio, Dr. Sambit Patra, spokesperson of the Delhi BJP. Also with me, Sanjay Dalmia, co-chairman, European Indian Chambers of Commerce, Brussels, and chairman of the Dalmia Group of Companies. Ajay Jhakar, chairman, Bharat Krishak Samaj. Also with me in studio, Praveen Khandelwal, Secretary General, Confederation of All India Traders. Thank you all, gentlemen, and Dr. Thakur, for joining me tonight on this issue. Let me begin by asking you, Dr. Patra, is that really what the matter is at the core of everything? The opposition, the entire NDA together, individual political parties, just not ready to face elections at this point of time to take on the government on this issue?
Royden, a wrongly formed question, in fact, because not for the opposition, the public of India, for the public of India, this is the right and the apt most time to give a befitting reply to the Congress government, to the UPA government at the center, which is totally marred and mooted with corruption and which is unable to keep a tag over the price rise, which has taken a toll up of the common man. I would not speak a language of the opposition. I would speak the language of the common man of the country, which really wants to see today a Congress which has gone out.
A Congress which has gone out, but how are you going to achieve that? How are you going to achieve forcing the government into a situation where it does have to go to the common man?
No, it's not we who have to achieve this, in the sense that it's the people
because you
who
don't
have
the numbers.
Yeah, let me say that. It is not
the
we who
UPA
have
is
to
sticking together.
Yes, let's see whether the UPA sticks together or not. For how long this honeymooning is going to continue, let's wait and watch. But for as far as BJP and the NDA is concerned, we are not going to fight for the numbers. We are going to take this battle to the streets.
Okay, you're still hoping Mamata Banerjee is going to break ranks with the UPA, but she's shown no signs of that.
No, we are not hoping on Mamata Banerjees and BSPs and SPs, because we know as long as CBI is a coalition partner of the UPA government, none of them in fact are going to really back out. They're just going to crib as they always had.
Dr. Prabha Thakur, do you feel the Congress and the UPA is in a position strong enough, and therefore we've seen the Finance Minister today speak of more moves and measures by the 30th of October to foster fiscal consolidation? The Congress finding it very easy and pushing forward now, is that it?
Okay, actually you should have a willpower.
For a moment. In fact, Prabha opened a statement. Prabha, just a second, give us a second. You opened your statement with the saying that government should have a strong will, in fact, for the benefit of its arm army. I would like to say, as far as UPA is concerned, it has a strong will to loot the nation, and as far as the arm army is concerned, the arm army is fast moving towards nowhere other than the graveyard.
Nahi.
Your Kerala government itself is opposed to it.
In fact,
party and no government is no party or no government is over to the interest of the Aam Aadmi.
I think
कोई भी आम आदमी से बड़ा नहीं है.
Party
सब पहले सबको कोशिश की our government tried.
Let's get in a bit of perspective.
Earlier BJP was also willing at the time of NDA government. BJP was also willing to be middleman.
Mr. Khandelwal wanting to make a point.
So it will very fit to our farmers.
I have an objection.
Important thing that farmers will get the better price.
What is the scientific basis of saying this?
Okay. Yes, Mr. Khandelwal. I just want to get in, Mr. Khandelwal. Yes, you wanted to make a point first.
Yes. First of all, I will let me complete.
No, you
purchase agents.
They don't purchase agents. Okay, fine. We got your point, but Mr. Jhakar, I want to bring in a bit of perspective. Mr. Jhakar, bring in a bit of perspective.
Without reforms coming in.
So is this then really?
I wanted to make a very important point in this whole discussion, that Prabha, in fact, and most of the Congress people have been sticking their guns, saying that farmers would be the community who would be mostly benefited. But let me tell them, the birthplace of Walmart, US, What is the condition of farmers there? According to a UN report, if the subsidies are removed there, the farm section
but at the end of the day, what can you do about it if you don't have the numbers to bring down the government or oppose the government on this? Does it not all boil down to empty posturing?
If you don't have a number, it's just that, Roydon, this needs to be answered. If you do not have a number, it is still the job of the opposition to oppose, which is wrong for the nation. And that's what the opposition is doing. We may not have the numbers today. If we had the numbers, we would have been the government.
By ensuring that subsequent sessions of parliament are washed out?
No, in fact, let me tell, in this case, as far as FDI is concerned, it is Manmohan Singh ji who is to be blamed, because he has gone back on his words. He had told last November he had promised that only when there's a consensus on the issue would FDI would be brought into the table. But where is the consensus? That's why I asked the Prime Minister, where is the consensus?
Alright, yes. Mr. Khandelwal, is this all really boiling down to individual political posturing, catering to their own vote banks for the Congress and the BJP, the main...
Quick one line, in fact. See, the irony is 65 years of independence, our own people's elected government could do nothing for the farmers, and we expect the Walmart to come from out of the blue and do wonders for our farmers. If at all...
it's not just about FDI and retail, it's FDI and regulation and people.
See, हमारी जो गवर्नमेंट है, यूपीए गवर्नमेंट ने किसानों के प्रोडक्ट का मिनिमम जो भी सपोर्ट, क्योंकि इस सरकार का कमिटमेंट है सबसे पहले जो रूरल एरिया के लिए, गांव के लोगों के लिए और फार्मर्स ऑफ आवर नेशन, किसानों के लिए उनका वेलफेयर देखना सरकार का काम है। अगर इसमें आम सहमति नहीं बनती है, कॉन्सेंसस नहीं बनती है, ना सही बात। अगर ऑनरेबल
विद अ हिंदी कुपलेट, लेट मी आंसर हर। उल्टा चोर कोतवाल को डांटने वाली कहानी हो रही है। The one who is looting the country, in fact, is speaking with the highest decibel of sound over here. This is
लूटिंग और चीटिंग कहना बहुत आसान बात है। आपने बीजेपी की, जब आपकी एनडीए की गवर्नमेंट...
Question to Prabha.
Yes, go ahead.
Prabhaji, I just wanted to ask a question. A simple question. You said that coal, in fact, Coalgate scam and all that, that was just because coal was required for the country and power production. But I would tell most of your ministers were saying that coal was not mined out of these coal fields, in fact. And how does that increase the power production?
But let's not... It brings us also... Yes, Mr. Dalmia, just a bit. It brings us also, Sambit, to a point where we have to ask whether the opposition has any new ideas to take on the government if they are so opposed to what is happening. It all boils down to numbers, is it not?
See, I told you, all the new ideas of looting the countries of the Congress, we have only one idea of, in fact, raising the awareness of the people and hitting the streets and letting the people know what the truth is. That's what the duty of opposition is, and that's what we are going to do.
And Mr. Dalmia, is the opposition doing a good job of it, or is the country
what I am saying
being... So the debate continues, but it will be left to the opposition to prove that it is not indulging in mere empty posturing. Will the government take advantage of this opportunity? We'll have to wait and see if the government pushes forward with more unpopular reforms. But thanks very much, gentlemen, and Dr. Prabha Thakur for joining me with your thoughts on NewsX at 9 tonight. Thanks very much. Stay with us.